What's going on, guys? It's Coach New back in the building with another one. As usual, it's jam packed full of jewels, and your time is always appreciated. As you could be doing anything, but you're here with me. And this is another crazy one. It's about a man who unalived his wife and his son, and then the police they shot him. You know what I'm saying? So, without further ado, let's check it out.
And we begin tonight, everyone, with a standoff on I-95 on the bridge here that connects New Hampshire and Maine. That is where police shot and killed a man earlier this morning that tied up traffic for hours. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Colton Bradford. Police say that man killed his wife and his child in the hours before that shooting. The child was in the car on the bridge. The wife was found in Troy, New Hampshire. That is where NBC 10's Jericho Train reports on the latest from this investigation. Jericho.
Hey, man, like I always say, bro, if you're not mentally, physically, and spiritually aware of what you're doing and thinking, man, logically and rationally, it's the type of stuff that you can get yourself into, which, this is something that he can't get out of now because he's not here anymore, man. It's crazy. Excuse me, man. It's crazy because he man, making irrational decisions, man. A split second decision of how you jammed up for the rest of your life, man. Now it cost him his life. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy, man. And then like I always say, why are you arguing with a female, man? And then you got a kid involved, and you did that to both of them. Like, you really don't care about yourself. You don't care about the kid. You don't care about the woman. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we really here is to be fruitful and multiply. Make sure that last name lives on, man. Teach the kids what we know. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, it didn't happen like that this time, man. Some guy made some foolish decision, and it ruined his life. Not only his life, it ruined two other people's life as well, man. And it traumatized a bunch of people. Like, on that bridge, you know what I'm saying? Anything could have happened. It could have went any way on that bridge, man. And it's a shame it had to go like that, man. But, that's why I'm always on this channel talking about this kind of stuff, man. So, if the time happens, like, I'm not saying your situation will be like this, but any situation, man, where you feel like you about to do something crazy or something, man, just think about it. Be logical. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay to walk away from certain stuff, especially if it involves arguing or fighting with a female, man. Especially if it involves something to do with your kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, or children. Like, man, just walk away, bro. Come back after you cool down, talk things out with her, bro. It's never that bad, man.
It's an absolutely heartbreaking story. Breaking at this hour, we are learning that that child was a boy. And yes, they did find the body of his mother right here at this home in Troy, New Hampshire. You can see this is still a very active investigation. Now, the boy and his father, they were found about 100 miles away from where I'm standing right now in Maine after that deadly standoff. The hours-long standoff shutting down traffic between Maine.
Look, he did that, like they said, hour-long standoff, man. But before that, you know what I'm saying, he got 100 miles away. So, man, he made a decision that he really probably didn't want to make. And he just did it in the heat of the moment. But you know what I'm saying? He was in his feelings, and he messed around and did something he couldn't take back. And then he had to go a step further and make even more blunderous decisions, man, and keep messing his life up to the point where it cost him his life, man. And he got caught on the freeway, bro. Like, and I don't care what a female did, bro. It's never worth throwing your life away over, man. Like, that's crazy, bro. Like, you making decisions like that, man, off of something that if a person can get you to act like that, man, you lost already, bro. And you know what I'm saying? You really need mental help, bro, because you're not in your right mind if somebody else can control your emotions to the point where you do something like that, man. That's just crazy.
And New Hampshire along the Piscataqua River Bridge started around 2:30 this morning.
Yeah, he's refusing to give us his name at this point.
Minutes before, the York, Maine Police Department says they received a 911 phone call from a father saying he got into a fight with his wife in Troy, New Hampshire.
During that call, he told authorities that his wife was dead.
New Hampshire State Police located her body inside this home along Monadnock Road.
You know what I'm saying? Like, got into a fight with his wife. Like, man, it's no matter what the fight was about, man. I don't care what she did, cheated, any of that, man. It's not worth it, bro. Get up out of there. It's time. That means she wasn't worth. She's not worth it, bro. You know what I'm saying? She's not that special, you know, as you thought she was. And it's time to get up out of there instead of making a decision like that that led to, you know, the end of his whole life, bro. And that's crazy, man. Like, man, there's nothing that is that detrimental that she could have said or did to get that kind of result, man. Like, don't put so much time and energy into someone else that you don't have it to put into yourself, and then you wind up looking crazy and be hurt at the end, all because you was doing so much for somebody else and expecting the same thing out of somebody else. Like, you can't expect you out of anybody else, man. Nobody else is gonna act like you. Nobody else thinks like you. So I'm not saying don't care about people. I'm just saying, like, don't expect them to treat you or do what you do for them, because you never know what anybody's thinking or their motives. And then, you know, you're supposed to treat people how they treat you. So if you got to argue with somebody, it's time to go. If you got to put your hands on somebody, it's time to go. If they even make you feel like, you know what I'm saying, you want to put your hands on them or argue with them, it's time to go, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, coochie is good, bro. And you know what I'm saying? But it's not that good to the point where you do something like that and end up throwing your life away, man.
Kittery police say they tracked down the father to the I-95 bridge and stopped him along the southbound lane in Maine. They attempted to negotiate with him, but once he left his car and raised a gun, they shot and killed him.
Maine State Trooper Craig Nielsen and 2 New Hampshire State Troopers responded with deadly force.
The man's body was recovered by the U.S. Coast Guard inside the Piscataqua River.
And then they knocked them off the river, bro. They knocked them off the bridge into the river, man. And of course they're going to respond with deadly force. You hopping out with a pistol, bro. They don't care if you got, you know what I'm saying, anybody with you or nothing like that, man. They thinking about, see how they thought about themselves first, man. They weren't about to get shot for you because you felt some kind of way or you made some kind of decision that led to you being in that particular situation, man. You know what I'm saying? So, like, focusing on yourself and building yourself, you won't even be in those type of situations, man, if you know just when to walk away, man. How to deal with women, bro. Like, sometimes you just gotta let them be a woman, man, and not argue with them, bro. They're gonna say anything and do anything to get a rise out of you sometimes. And sometimes you just gotta walk away, man. And this was one of those perfect examples of when to walk away. Don't take it to that extreme. Like, I don't care, like I said, what she did or what she said. I'm not doing it, man. I'm not hitting her. I'm not shooting her. She's not worth it. She's not worth everything I got going on and what I'm doing, man. Anybody else, physically, spiritually, mentally in their right mind, man, you thinking like that too. You're not about to go and mess up your life. All that you done work, all that you done build. You 20, 30, 40, 50 years old and throw it away in 20, 30, 40, 50 seconds because you was arguing with some broad, man. Like, it's not really worth it, bro.
Fell from the bridge.
Police made their way over to his car where they found the couple's 8-year-old son shot and killed in the back seat of the vehicle.
I want to stress this right now, that the child's death is not associated with the police officer's use of deadly force.
About 100.
And that's messed up that the kid was unalived in the car, you know what I'm saying? And they could say whatever they want because you made a decision and you put your kid's life in jeopardy, even if he wasn't injured until the police started shooting, bro. They can say anything they want because you're not here to defend yourself, man. You wasn't thinking logically. You put yourself in that situation, man, to the point where, like I said, you probably did unalive your son, but who knows, man? Even if one of those bullets would have hit him and he got unalive, you know, which it probably didn't because forensics and all that and crime scene investigators will figure that out, you know, because they can tell what kind of, who fired what bullet and where it went, you know what I'm saying? So it's just, you know, a sad thing that you would even put people through that, man. A young boy didn't deserve to go out like that. The woman didn't deserve to go out like that. You really didn't deserve to go out like that. You just wasn't thinking and you made it worse and worse and worse. You know what I'm saying? So again, like I always say, man, the decisions you make affect you and everyone around you, if they're good or bad, man. So just make the right decision, even if, you know, you got to be the bigger person sometimes and walk away. That's what it is. It'll really save your life and other people's lives. You know, you might not feel like it at the moment, you know, when you in the heat of the argument or something. Just before it gets to that point, you know what I'm saying? Just think about what you're doing, man. Take some time. Think about what you're doing. If you can think like that, man, do some critical thinking. Is it really worth it? Hell no, it's not worth it, man. Get up out of there and come back later, bro.
Miles away from the bridge, the investigation in Troy, New Hampshire, where the mother's body was found, continues.
They just barely moved in like a month and a half ago. Sucks that they took a little boy because I have grandkids that age. So, to me, that's hitting home.
Yeah, it's messed up that the little boy had to go through that. You know what I'm saying? It's messed up that anybody had to go through that for real. And look at that. Just moved in a month ago, man. Like, damn, that's crazy. But it seems like the arguments and stuff was already going on because that type of stuff doesn't happen like overnight. It builds up. You know what I'm saying? When you keep putting that type of energy and time into somebody, man, that's built up energy, man, and you express yourself in a negative way because you ain't know how to release that energy positively, man. Yeah, you're gonna have emotions because, like I always say, if we weren't supposed to have them, then we wouldn't have emotions. You wouldn't be able to cry. You wouldn't be able to get upset. You wouldn't be happy. You just be emotionalist and live your life like that. You know, every time something happened to you, you wouldn't feel any kind of way if you weren't supposed to have those emotions. You are supposed to control those emotions though, man. That's especially as a man, bro, especially when you got people looking up to you, people depending on you. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to control those emotions, man. Yeah, we've all had a time before where we didn't handle those emotions like we were supposed to. But man, when you get older, when you know, you doing what you're supposed to do, man, that's a very important thing, man, mentally, physically, and spiritually, you know, in alignment with yourself, man.
And as is typical with police involved shootings. Those troopers will be placed on leave pending the Attorney General's investigation. We're also learning at this hour that there will be an autopsy for the mother tomorrow morning. After that, we're told that they should release the identities of the 3 deceased people. But in the meantime, we're still waiting for the biggest question right now. What led up to all of this? An answer we'll hopefully get within the next couple days. In Troy, New Hampshire, Jericho Tran, NBC 10 Boston.
Tragic story. Jericho, thank you.
Man, and it really, you know what I'm saying? Like at this point, it's crazy that it happened. And it might be messed up to say it really doesn't matter what happened that led up to that, man, because it was never supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? No matter what argument, what it was about. And that type of stuff is not, you know what I'm saying, supposed to happen or go down like that, man. That's just crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? That you got to go through all of it. And it happens a lot, man. So people need to, guys need to wake up, man. Stop throwing your life away over some female. I'm not saying that she don't love you or care about you, but somewhere along the line, those feelings, they died, man. They burn out. The relationship isn't what it was, and it'll never be the same after some traumatic experience or some argument so bad that you made a decision you wish you could take back. And this is the worst case scenario because now nobody could take anything back. It's said and done. It's set in stone. It's a wrap, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's Coach Newt, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you're digging this kind of content, man. Your time is always appreciated because you could be doing anything but you hear me checking out these reviews. And if you got like a video you want me to review or something, man, drop one in the, drop it in the comments or something. You know what I'm saying? A little video, I'll review it. Go over it, man. I enjoy doing this. You know what I'm saying? Coming out with these reviews, helping people, you know what I'm saying? To hopefully make a rational decision before it gets too late. And I'm not saying like this is the type of decision you're going to have to make because, but just any like argument or something, man. If you think you're about to fight with your female or something, man, just think about it, bro. Life isn't that bad. And, your situation could change in a blink of an eye, man, from bad to good. It just depends on your way of thinking and, you know what I'm saying, if you want to change your life, man, because you can do it. You know what I'm saying? Life is a choice. That's why we here. To make choices, man. And we have free will to make any kind of choice we want. That's why people get to do the type of things they do. That's why people do the type of things they do. Free will. That's the one thing everybody has, man. Free will. You know what I'm saying? So until next time, I'm out.